So I have just finished One and Only by Karla Sorensen. It's performed in dual narration by Samantha Brentmoor and Brinkley. And I love Karla. I love her work. I love the Washington Wolves, the Ward family, everything, my heart. But I haven't done this series yet. And of course, I love Samantha Brentmoor. I love Brinkley. I actually found and listened to Brinkley for the first time through a Karla book. And so when I was scrolling my account, what books have you got that need to be listened to? And this one came up. I was like, yes, let's do this one. So this is A Marriage of Convenience with a Twist. So she overhears her stepdad basically saying his dying wish is to walk one of his daughters down the aisle. And so she sets about making that happen. During her meeting of trying to find a guy that fits the mold, she slots in a meeting with one of her brother's teammates who is looking for an interior designer. And he finds out what's going on and he's like, what? And he is concerned about his daughter. He's just got custody of his daughter. Not custody. It's been arranged with his ex. She's going away, but it's kind of on tenterhooks, and she has all of a sudden changed her mind because she feels she can't leave her. So he says, let's do this together. You help me, I help you. Great. But the marriage isn't actually legal. They never submit the documentation. And they're well aware of this from the get-go. So this book very much builds up on their connection and her establishing a relationship with his daughter. And there's a scene where she picks her up from school because of a bully. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to saying such things myself. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I just love Gret. She is this strong person. She has grown up with all these guys, football players, and they're a blended family, and they blended in a way that you don't feel that disconnect. And she knows what she wants and how to get it, and she's not going to take any crap. And then we have Beckett, who has such a great co-parenting relationship with his ex, and I absolutely loved seeing that. His daughter Olive has some issues around people and shyness, and the way that was written was wonderful, and how people respected her boundaries. That for me was such a big thing. So the book kind of works through them just like, oh crap, we're gonna have to share a bed because his daughter is gonna go back to her mom and be like, they don't share a bedroom and they've just got married, what gives? And so when his daughter is there, they share a room, and of course they're getting closer, and it's just such a joy and such an easy listen. Even though there are difficult things, I teared up at the wedding. and when you listen to it, you'll know. But it's basically with the dad, and I always tear up at some point. Karla. And I did do a video about a scene from this book, which was just my heart. There's something about the hero calling the heroine wife. It just like is. And one of the things that I really liked is in the epilogue, I think, something is revealed that we just assumed he was doing, because he was doing it for himself, and so he was just helping out, and actually we find out he did it for the heroine. Like, he had no interest in it at all, and it's just like so swoony. And you could not get a better person to voice Beckett than Chris Brinkley. He was just everything as Chris. You know, you've got that slight southern accent. He was really good at the times when he was more firm, should we say. And Samantha. Like, I think I could just listen to Samantha every day. She's such a joy to listen to. And especially in this book with Greer, you know, she is this strong, independent person, but at times she just has to lean on people. And the way that, the way that was performed was just really believable. Like, you believe that. And the moments with Olive was just, Sam, stop it, you're messing with my heartstrings. Absolutely love. Production was fantastic. This is a slow burn. If you do not do slow burns, this is not going to be for you. What I will say is the one thing, and I say this for every Karla book I've done, you don't really notice the lack of steam, spice, whatever you want to call it, because the tension is so good, that build up, that you were just waiting and waiting and waiting, because you know when it does happen, it's gonna be chef's kiss. I don't know what that was. Chef's kiss. So, absolute must listen. Go check it out. I am queuing up book 2 right as we speak.